So in this video, we're going to look at some prominent climate deniers, what they have to say, why what they say is clearly wrong, why they seem to believe it anyway, how people get to be climate deniers, and what we can do to make there be less of them. Nailed it! I suppose one thing you could do is just let the ice sheets melt. I mean, the problem would kind of go away if most of them drowned. Oh, I'm dying! Oh, I guess I was wrong! Oops! We're all gonna die! I don't know, society utterly fucking collapsed when I wasn't looking or something. Because now, in addition to some people believing that the free market is real and a good idea, some people believe the much less harmful and ridiculous fairy tale that the Earth is flat. As of 2015, Flat Earth membership has grown massively, and now there's even a full Flat Earth convention, with people flying in from all around the globe. Political correctness, whoever that is, literally says it's racist to say Christmas now. At least that's what I reckon is happening, and that's the same thing as checking. Our culture is being crushed underfoot by radicals who want to destroy polite society to achieve their own ends. Oh, those hecking, gosh-darned, flipping bastards! The vaccine debate is complex and multi-layered, and hasn't been resolved for over 2 decades, so obviously it needs me to come and put an end to it in the space of a single YouTube video, by doing what I'm best at, destroying things with my mouth. Oh, hi, Mum! Was I vaccinated?
Have you been looking into moving out lately, son?
Our daily observations of the Earth are consistent with a flat and stationary surface. Most, if not all, ancient civilizations knew that the Earth was flat.
Okay, that's an interesting start. Chapter 2. That's not how knowledge works! Ah, but hang on a second. It's easy to make fun of Paul. He's made sure of that. Now, I'm not here to pretend that there's a real debate in science about whether CO2 affects global temperatures, or whether humans have a hand in it. The science is settled and the deniers are wrong.
Oh yeah, call them deniers to make them look bad. That's a classic straw man argument. They're not denying climate change, they're just skeptical that it's happening. See, it's actually very smart when you put it that way. And look how this degenerate refuses to engage in reasonable debate with people who disagree with him. That's not rational at all. How can the issue be settled if you haven't debunked your opponent's points?
Look, mate, I hate to be dogmatic, but... Oh no, the label of this wrapping paper doesn't say Christmas wrapping paper! Help, I'm being tricked into forgetting my religion exists! Oh, Christmas is written all over the fucking wrapping paper? Oh, well, I guess I'll celebrate Christmas again this year. God, the cultural Marxists had better get their act together if they're gonna win this war. Fuck! There! That's probably structurally stable, right?
The people of today would say that ancient cultures were ignorant and unaware, yet they accomplished great feats that we still can't accomplish to this day.
The ancient Egyptians built the pyramids, so how could they be wrong about unrelated issues? The ancient Egyptians knew that pharaohs were living incarnations of a humanoid god with a crocodile's head named Sobek, who was the lord of seamen and helped the sun move through the sky, presumably by blasting it with sperm. The ancient Egyptians knew this thousands of years ago, and yet every year we deny the sperm lord his offerings of mummified crocodiles, and once more we threaten to awaken his anger! The question still remains, why do people think the Earth is flat if the evidence is so bad? Frankly, I'm not very good at figuring out why other people do things. I just do what Sobek commands me, and in return he ensures that my harvest is bountiful and my sperm is never-ending. People don't read scientific papers, they check out the blogs or videos of people who they already agree with and they tell them what the science said. And I mean, same. I heard all the other people say the science was bad, and I believed them. And the anti-vaxx people probably just believed whoever told them it was true. So, to be unbiased about this, let's really start at the beginning. Look at the original paper, and that's the wrong page. Let's actually read this old paper and see what it has to say and come to an honest conclusion about its findings.
5 minutes late.
What the fuck? This is why people are against vaccines? This is the worst fucking paper I've ever read in my life! Oh well, I think eggs go bad pretty quick, don't they? Oh, my tummy and brain. I microwaved this earlier to warm it up, and now there's definitely bits of paint loose in it. Thanks, Neil. Oh, I think I'm crossfaded on paint fumes and alcohol. Oh no, it's happening. I've lost enough IQ points that I think IQ is real. And that means I'm fucked up enough to watch a PragerU video.
So let's say, for the sake of argument, that all of the water levels around the world rise by let's say 5 feet over the next 100 years, say 10 feet by the next 100 years, and it puts all the low-lying areas on the coast underwater, right? Which, let's say all of that happens. You think that people aren't going to just sell their homes and move?
Just one small problem! Sell their houses to who, Ben? Fucking Aquaman! But one thing I do want to bring up is a meme that I saw posted here first, and I've seen it around since then, towards the end of the documentary, and when I was watching it the first time I had to pause and just kind of laugh at it. It's this picture here. It's so fascinating. It's so direct, and it doesn't get what it's really saying. Like, just maybe don't brag too triumphantly about how you don't read books.
Most people do not realize that the left believes in secularism as fervently as religious Jews and Christians believe in the Bible.
I'm sorry, what? That doesn't make any fucking sense, Dennis! What does that mean? Who the fuck do secularists pray to? Fucking Aquaman! I did it, I did the joke, I did the thing again. Do you remember it? Do you remember? Most notable things about this map, the North Pole is now directly in the center of the Earth, and instead of there being a South Pole anywhere, it's now encircling the entire Earth in a giant wall of ice. Now I know what you're thinking, does this map hold any water? And the answer is, that's what the ice is for. By the way, does that mean global warming is now like way, way worse? Because like, if the ice wall melted, all the water would flow out and we'd all die of no water itis. I mean, on globe Earth, we'd all just drown and then boil instead. Yay! Why, whoever was producing and selling the alternative vaccine would be in for a fucking gold mine, wouldn't they? They'd make an absolute fortune! Here's a funny thing about that. Part 4. Andrew Wakefield is a lying con man who wanted your money. Oh, sorry, that puts me at risk of libel, doesn't it? Hold on, let's revise that. Part 4. In my opinion, Andrew Wakefield is a lying con man who wanted your money. As what some French people might call a connoisseur of InfoWars garbage, this is my favourite kind of the schlock they do, where Alex just grabs a cameraman and goes out in public and just makes a bunch of noise and runs around annoying people and getting into arguments with whoever he can get his soy-stained hands on. Sometimes he forgets that trying to cite data opens him up to being punked, and accidentally offers statistics that can be easily rebuked with simple explanations, and then they have to leave it in because that's the best footage they got that night.
There is a war on Christmas. There is a war on Christianity. Did you know that more than half of all religious persecution in the world is against Christians?
I believe it. I mean, we're one of the largest groups.
No.
So statistically, if there's attack on religion, there's going to be a lot of attack on Christians.
Somebody wants to kill.
Almost all flat earthers say that the moon landing was faked, because if we actually went to the moon and took pictures of the Earth and it showed that the Earth was a globe because it's in different positions, in different pictures, you can't have done that. So the moon landing has to all be faked, with the extra caveat that goes on top of the regular moon landing conspiracies, which is that it was all done simply to make people think the Earth was round for some reason. Climate denialism doesn't come in just one flavour. No, like ogres, the issue has layers. And unlike ogres, climate deniers are not all-stars. Although the ice they skate is getting pretty thin, and the water's getting warm, so they might as well swim. Smash Mouth's All-Star was about climate change. Change my mind!
And it's once again the person of the Lord Jesus Christ that is under attack. But The Bible says no weapon formed against us shall be able to prosper. So we're gonna be all right.
Tell that to Constantinople, baby! For literally decades, right, I've been hearing about this paper, and I've assumed that there must have been something there, like something to at least explore or discuss or debunk. Everyone lost their fucking minds over it, so surely there's something, and I finally go and read it, and it's just a bunch of fucking parents' opinions. There's just nothing there. I can't fucking believe this. Mark Sargent has actually said this. He thinks that the moon gives off its own cold light, which makes things colder and therefore proves that the moon isn't just a rock floating in space, it's part of the big firmament that some flat earthers think. Just 1 second. Arranging this to be in the shot properly makes it actually really hard to dial. I want you to appreciate that.
Hello.
Hi there, is that popular gaming YouTuber Up Is Not Jump, who also incidentally has a master's in chemistry?
Yep. This is the third time I'm recording this because I got my lines wrong the first time and then the microphone wasn't on.
Excuse me, can moonlight make things cold?
No, the moon reflects light from the sun, and the intrinsic property of waves is basically all waves have energy because they have a frequency. It's just the nature of the universe.
Oh, okay, cool, thanks. Great, that was easy. Bye.
Wait, you don't want me to do a funny sketch or something? I can do a joke here.
Nah, the video's looking too long already. I decided to leave in the tangent about fighter jets, so it's probably not worth it.
No, wait, don't go. I can prove mathematically that this is the correct way.
This all, I feel, leads to a necessary and important question.
By not wishing me a Merry Christmas, you are not being inclusive. You are excluding me from one of my nation's national holidays. So please say Merry Christmas and Christmas party and Christmas vacation. If you don't, you're not inclusive. You're hurtful.
Private military contractors, on the other hand, are fine! What the fuck? Chapter 9. Flat Earth fucked up my recommendations, and you have to suffer with me. Oh great, I accidentally went to the shitty side of YouTube. You click on one vegan, flat Earth, neo-Nazi rap. I just had to say that phrase, but it's all true. Maybe some home decorating will relax me. I love this poster because I'm smart, and now all my guests will know I'm smart. I have tons of guests. I'm a party animal. I have a charisma of at least 6. I wonder why The Economist interviewed ContraPoints and not me. There. Perfect. Does that look alright to you? No, Rachel, don't wave the camera. That's not how people communicate. Oh no, everyone's gonna think I'm trying to misrepresent flat earthers as misogynist. Flat earthers don't inherently disrespect women, okay? It's just a lot of them happen to. But the AFA, unlike Fox, don't have advertisers. They survive through donations and selling things on their website. And you bet they've got a way of capitalizing on the war on Christmas. They want you to buy a button that reminds people that Jesus Christ exists.
Well, it is the Christmas season, and we've got these buttons that we are offering.
Honestly, how can people know you're a real member of the Jesus fan club if you aren't repping his holy merch?
You can get your 10-pack of these buttons for $15, and just go to afa.net. Is it AFA Store? AFA? Either one. AFAstore.net, AFAstore.net.
Which brings us to the AFA's yearly naughty or nice list. One of the most deludedly self-righteous lists I've ever read, and I've read my top 10 games of the decade list. Both versions of Dark Souls 2 are on there out of spite. Fuck you, we are not friends.
For the rest of the scientific community, I come bearing a message. I like science. I always have. I flew here on the back of science.
Oh, you flew here, did you? I wonder what model of the Earth the pilot used. No, don't be me. Don't. Sorry. I promised myself I wouldn't be rude to these people. Stop it. Carry on. Stop it.
You've taken what should have been simple observations and twisted them to suit your needs and make us feel small. We're not small, and we're not an accident. In fact, we are the new scientists.
No, Mark, don't say that. I promised I wouldn't. You can't. Oh, fuck. There's a new science in town, baby, and an inordinate amount of it is based on what logo the UN uses.
You're wrong, H-bomber lie. You can't have too much of something if it's good for you. Now watch as I consume enough brain force to surpass even Ben Shapiro's power.
No! Reasonableist bear! Don't! Your body can't take that much alertness and free thinking!
At the end of the clip, Bill tries to blow the fire out, but did you know that breath also contains carbon dioxide? Checkmate, globeheads. I just proved...
Oh no! He died from having too much IQ. Rest in peace. If you didn't like that character, he's dead, he's gone now. I was in Waitrose a few months ago. I never shop there, but I pretend to, so I can use their unnecessarily massive parking space. And I saw them selling a magazine with this on the cover. Reignite your child's brain with alternative treatments. What they mean there is alternatives to treatment. This is not how a healthy society discusses its people. Autistic people have to navigate a world that refuses to accommodate them in the slightest, to the point they're regularly confronted with the idea other people think their brain has gone out. Come on, get it together, Waitrose. You're the upmarket, upper class, rich people supermarket. You're supposed to be the smartest. What's going on there? The only thing that needs igniting here is your fucking shops. Did we get clearance to say that? Okay, that was a joke?
Now this is where you come in and say, well, it's probably an isolated incident, or some strange connection thing. You know how the airlines are. Oh no, my friends.
No. If a company has items associated with Christmas, but did not use the word Christmas, then the company is considered as censoring Christmas. That's the rubric. If you sell me a cracker at Christmas, but you don't call it a Christmas cracker, you're a secularist terrorist who's trying to stab the Christmas family. The Earth can't be a globe because there's no non-stop flights across countries in the Southern Hemisphere. Oh wait, someone Googled it and it turns out there are? Fucking oops! I meant to say a bunch of weird waffle about how we don't really know what gravity is, so let's ramble about that instead.
What is gravity?
My worldview feels so much more safe when I'm talking absolute fucking nonsense. If you're angry and you need a reason to be angry to do with Christmas, go to therapy. Just go to therapy. If you're angry and you think it's because lesbians are in a Christmas thing, you're not actually angry because people are corrupting Christmas or infecting your traditions and culture. You're not even angry because of political correctness or leftism. You're angry because you feel expected to be, because you've built a cage for your mind. And the solution to that is to change things about yourself. Sorry, there isn't anything wrong that needs to be fixed with the world. That's you. God, why are you so bad at everything, Mark? You're not even a good flat earther. I have to talk around you or it makes me look like I'm trying to make you people look stupid. And do you think you're the fucking scientist? Fucking Jesus Christ! I think what really gets me... Happy Wintermas, everybody!
Christmas.
Chapter 7. Why do people believe things that are obviously wrong? Because they're stupid. Bye! Would you like to build a beautiful website easily? Good, so would I. That's the tea, sis. There's real liquid in there. I'm not doing a bit. I will spill it if I try and show it to you. I'm sorry. But there's... Look. See? It's real. It's not tea though, it's coffee. I'm not a farmer.